of most of these moves in the market. So these were some of the moves we did from the past week, and I'm just going to clear it out, and then we focus on what we have for this new week. So every time I want to begin my week, I always go to the MT4 to look at what looks good, like what has some potentials to begin the week. So we are going to do that together just now. We are going to scout for good moves to keep our eyes on to begin the week. So there is always two waves for setups in the market. We have the first wave, which is the moves from the start of the week, and we have the second waves, which is the moves from the middle of the week. So we are going to look for moves which looks really promising to begin the week. So let's go to the MT4 and see what has some potentials. If you have anything in mind also, you can drop it in the chat box. If you have any markets on your watch list you are looking at to begin the week, you can drop it also, and let's look at it. So let's look at this. These are the markets we've worked on over the past 2 weeks. So let's look at EU. Let's see what it looks like. So every time I open a new chart, I'm simply looking at the trend. I want to see how the trend looks like and how the levels looks like. So when I look at this, the trend does not look so good at the moment. This is the 4-hour time frame. So I would not spend much time on this because looking at the trend, it doesn't look really good, like what I would love to see. So this one here, let's look at the H1 and see how it looks like. So this is the H1 here. Nothing so solid right now to begin the week. Well, let's look at the daily as well. So this is the daily. The daily looks it looks promising on the daily time frame, and that is because price is coming from a daily key level. Price is coming from a daily key level, and we are going to keep eyes on this level over here. This very high, this is a daily high, and we can see price is rejecting from this daily high. However, when you break it down to the smaller time frames, we are going to break it down and see what we have. So on the 4-hour time frame, this is what we have on the H4. And the first thing you will be looking at would be something like this. Price came all the way up to retest this level here, and that is a neckline from this triple top, right? We have a triple top. Price came all the way up to retest that triple top, and you would have a trend which looks like this on the 4-hour chart. We have something like this. So price did this double top from last week, and we had something like this. So going forward, when you break this down to the 1-hour time frame on the H1, I believe we have something which looks promising. Not good to go, but it looks promising. And the first thing you should remember is we have the daily key level right here. All this level here is a daily key level. And on the H1 here, we have a bullish trend, which has some potentials for reversal. So this very trade is not ready to go. But this is one of the trades we need to keep on the watch list. We need to keep it somewhere and watch out for whatever goes on in this market. So we have a trend like this on the H1, and from what we have on the H1, we have this level here, which looks broken. We have this level here, which looks broken. So definitely we should keep eyes on possible reversal. So right now we can see what price is doing. Price is reacting to a level from this low here, and this looks like price is going to continue bullish until it retests this high. So if price comes all the way to retest this very high one more time, there is a good potential for some shorts. So this is our point of interest in this case. This high here is our point of interest. Likewise, of course, this ultimate high. For as long as it doesn't break, these two places are key levels we should keep our eyes on for Euro USD. So right now it's all about waiting. We need to watch out for this, but this is not going to happen from the start of the week. To begin the week, this is going to continue bullish, and on this continuation move here, there is no entry. We are not going to chase a trade. We are going to wait for this to play out, and we are looking forward to catching the reversal move. The reversal looks more long-term. it looks more long term. So this bullish move here is just a short term trade. We don't chase trade, we wait for trade at the right places and with the right confirmation. So this one here, we are going to sit it out. We're going to wait for this to come all the way up here. And from this top here, if we have good confirmation for entry, we take it. So let's keep eyes on EU. Let's watch out for this confirmation I just talked about. We are looking for possible shorts at any of these places. This is the first level here, the key level here, and at this place, that would be a good place to go short. And this also, for as long as this ultimate high does not break, there are potentials for shorts at any of these two places. So the most important thing, have patience and wait for confirmations at these two places. So this one here, we are going to keep our eyes on it and come back to it later in the week. And the next one, which we are also going to look at, USD CAD. USD CAD. Let's look at the daily. What do we have on the daily? So this is the daily here. Let's look at the H4. So this is one market that does not look so great to me. I'm not gonna waste much time on this market. Right now it doesn't look so great. It doesn't look so great right now. Let's look at the M15. Let's see. Okay, so if there's going to be any trade on this market, that would be some possible longs. But I would love to see what price is going to do at this ultimate low here. So what is happening? What is going on right now is price is testing a level over here. We have a level right there that price is reacting to, and that is more like a neckline. That is more like a neckline. But I would love to see price come all the way down here to give us some possible correction. So that is why I'm not going to really pay more attention to USD CAD. I would love to see a good level get tested before anything on this chart. So let's look at UJ. UJ is in a different world altogether. This is in a different world. We need to let this settle. There's a lot of bullish pressure, so we need to wait for this. It's not ready for anything just yet. So UJ is not good to go. Nothing on UJ. USD CHF. What do we have? So this was one of the trades from last week. We talked about the shorts, we talked about the longs, both ways. And this as well, not so solid right now. We have some potentials for this to continue bullish to retest this key level up here. So I'm not going to look for buys in this case. I'm not going to look for a trade on this. I like to always go with market with high potentials, right? When I look at this, there is a lot of levels in play right now. You can see this pullback here has created a lot of little levels. So there is some possibility for price to give us correction, a correction to send price to fulfill this high. So if price comes over to this high here, that would be a very good place to go short. So right now, I would just like to wait and see what happens. But if anyone would like to have a trade on this market, what you should keep eyes on right now would be a little level here. This is a little level down here that has been created. So price is doing something like this, and we have this little level being tested for a possible continuation to the top. So this here is very possible on this market. And you should not forget that this remains a long-term, on the high time frame, this remains a bearish trend. We've talked about this trend. This is the trend right here. This is what price has been doing. We have this, we have this, we have this. So this is the actual trend in this market. So if you are looking for longs in this case, you should know you are buying against the trend. So this is just a short-term possibility. So personally, I would love to sit and wait for this to play out, and then I go in for short. So the short is more reliable because it goes with the trend. The trend is a downtrend, and we have a key level up here. So if price comes all the way to this high, that is a very, very good high possibility trade right there for a short. But this right here, also, we have some potentials in that. So if you must take this trade, you need to apply some risk management, right? So that is USD CHF. That is my outlook on UC. And the next one after that, what do we have? We have AUD USD. I think this actually looks good. This works best for me. This is one of these setups I like to take. When it looks very clean, I like to go in for that. So on UC, on the H4, okay, let's look at the daily. From the D1, this is what we have. So on the daily time frame, this is what it looks like on the daily. And let's try to make sense out of this trend. So the first thing we can see here is we have a level right here. There is a level right here. And we have another one somewhere right here. But I need to look for something, a very clean level. A very clean level to focus on would be somewhere down here. Down here and the ultimate low over here. So this simply tells us we have there is more potentials for price to come all the way down here. So price is already going bullish, bearish. So we have some potentials for price to continue bearish until it gets here or it gets here. Well, let's see how to get involved in that move from the small time frame. So on the so we are looking at the 4-hour charts, and on these H4 charts, we have this. This is how it looks like. Does not make much sense, but let's look at the H1. The H1 makes more sense, right? On the H1, this is what we have. We have a very good looking downtrend, right? We talked about this downtrend from last week. So price has been doing something like this. We have this correction, and we have this. So right now, the first thing we see here is price has created a new low. And I told you, when price creates a new low to a very good level, there is a possibility for correction. So this is what we have here. Price has created a new low. So let's try to see if price is testing a good level. Remember, we have some rejections here, a bearish engulfing right there. That is a very good sign in this case that a new low has been established. But let's look at, so when you go back to the previous price movement, we have the level right here, which we can see that price is reacting to, right? Price is reacting to that very level. And from that point, we have this new low, which has been created, right? So this simply tells you that there is a good possibility for a correction, a short-term buy, because this is a downtrend. So we have, there is potentials for short-term buy in this case. We should be looking for longs to begin the week. So this is one of the moves that looks ready to begin the week. So when the market opens, anytime you find a good entry confirmations, you are good to go. So even right now, we have entry confirmation. Price is at a good level for an entry. We have this bullish engulfing pattern right here. And from this bullish engulfing, price is right at the same spot, right? At the same level. So this is a very good price to pick an entry. So even when price open for this new week and you find a good sign on the low time frame, you are good to go for an entry. So this is one good trade I've spotted. I've seen on this session that is ready to go for the new week. AUD USD is ready. EU, we have to wait. And then let's try to get one or two other ones to begin the week. So AU, let's keep eyes on this. This is a very good trade. Let's look at the pips. So this from here, from the entry to the first TP right here is about 80 pips. The second TP right here is about 130 pips. So we have a very good reward. Let's look at the stop loss. A good stop loss in this case is about 30 pips. 30 pips stop loss, you are good to go. TP here about 80 pips. That is more than 2 to 1. That is almost to a 1 to 3, right? Very good risk to reward. So TP2 here is about 130 pips, about 4 to 1 or 5 to 1. Very good trade over here. So here you do USD, it passed all my tests, all my checks. So let's keep high on that, and let's look out for more good trades which are good to go to begin the week. Let's look at GJ. What do we have on GJ? So this is GJ. And on GJ, we have the daily time frame. Price is out of this world. Price is out of this world. On the H1, what do we have? Okay, so I cannot find a very good trend. If I do not find a very good trend, it's an indication that no trade is available, right? So GJ, we have to skip this for now and come back when it's trending. Remember, on the high time frame, there is a lot of bullish momentum in this case. So if anything, this has been a bullish trend for quite some time. When on the H1 here, definitely a bullish trend. Nothing so solid, nothing confirms the bearish move is coming up right now. So we need to wait. We need to wait. And when this gives us some signs, we can come back to it. Next one, which is NZD USD, NU. And on NU, likewise, we did this market from the past week. We talked about the downtrend on the H1 time frame. And when you break this, when you break it down to let's go all the way up to the H1 or the daily. The daily chart, this is what we have on the daily. The daily is definitely a downtrend, but we have a key level which is right here. The daily is a downtrend, but we have a key level right here. Remember, I talked about these kind of moves on the daily. Price has been bearish. Price has been a bearish trend. But right now we can see price is reacting to a key level, right? So let's look at the H1 and see how we may get involved in this possible bullish rally coming up. So on the H1, what do we have here? So this is my H1, my 1 hour chart. So on the H1, we have a bullish trend, right? We have this bullish trend on the H1. And when you look at it carefully, we talked about this from last week. Price has been making highs and lows. We have highs and lows this way from the past week. And right now we can see that price is reacting to this level here. We have a level down here that price is reacting to. So there is a possibility for price to continue all the way bearish, but for as long as this low here does not break, this is a very good sign that price is setting up for some longs, right? And right now also you can see that price is reacting with some rejections. Let's do something like so this is a very good place we have highs up, right? Very good place we have highs up. We have some rejections right there. So what we have here is a possible bullish continuation. So we have rejections right here, right inside of this zone, which has pinned this zone. So this remains a very good level for us to continue bullish. And if you are going to trade this market, you should keep in mind we have our TP right here. Our first TP is right here. You will have your first TP here, and you may have your second TP right here. Realistic levels, right? These are realistic levels. So the only thing here is you need to wait for a good price to get involved. There is a possibility that price is going to come back down to give us a possible double bottom before it continues bullish. So this requires some patience to get a good entry price, because price has started taking off from Friday. Towards the end of the week, price started taking off from this low. So if you're able to find a good entry, price may come back down to complete a double bottom or something. If you get a good price to get involved in this one, you are good to go for some longs. So we have the first TP here, and the second TP is up here. So TP1, TP2, this is what we should look out. We should look out for on NZD USD. And like I said, you need to be patient to get a good entry price on this one. So if I get a good entry price anywhere around this low, I'm good to go for about 50 pips, TP1, and TP2 here about 100 pips. And my stop loss would be somewhere about 30 pips. So very good risk to reward. So 30 pips to gain about 60 pips and to gain about 100 pips here. We are good to go. So this one here, be patient to get a good entry price if you must trade this one, and you are good to go. For as long as this zone here does not break, we have a good level to trade for longs. For as long as this zone here does not break. So let's watch out for that one as well. NZD USD, there is some potentials for long on that. So let's update this. AUD USD, NZD USD. Okay, let's have EU here towards the midweek. So next one, AJ. What do we have on AJ? AUD JPY, the daily looks good, but let's look at the H1. Do we have some? Okay, this one here is not ready. It's not ready. We need to wait. We need to come back. GU, what do we have on GU? With GU, there is some possibility for this to continue bearish. There is some possibility for this to continue bearish. On the 4-hour time frame, this has been a bullish trend. Price has done moves like this. We have something like this. So here we have a double top, which has been created, and this is right around a daily high. We have a daily key level right there, and we have this very good looking double top right here. And with this one here, you should know it signals some possibility for more bearish activities. It tells us there is more possibilities for bearish activities. So let's look at the H1. Let's see how it looks on the H1. The H1 here, this is what we have. We have what looks like, definitely this is a bullish trend on the H1. This is a bullish trend on the H1. Price is doing something like this. We have something like this. And this high is created, and we have this level right here. So with what we have here, price is giving us an opportunity for a continuation based on this H1 little trend, right? Price is giving us an opportunity for a continuation. So there is a possible longs coming up on the H1 time frame. We have something like this coming up on the H1. We have something like this. And this can be a very quick opportunity to take advantage of. We have this double bottom also, which has been printed. So if you have a good entry, really you are good to go on this one. Let's look at the risk to reward. Let's look at the risk to reward. What do we have? So from this low here, okay, let's look at it from here. So this high, we have about 120 pips. Stop loss here can be around 40 pips. What I would like to see price come down a little, right? If I have and if I'm able to pull an entry somewhere around this low, so I may have a very good stop loss of about 40 pips. Yeah, about 40 pips stop loss on this one is a very good one. And then I'm good to go for about 120 pips. So I would like to be, you should apply some patience to pull to get a very good entry price on this one. Definitely there's some potentials for a quick long in this case. Looking at this entry level from this key level here, there's some potentials for longs in this case, right? So this becomes the entry level. We have a very good double bottom right there. So let's keep eyes on that double bottom. Let's break it down to the M15. Let's see how it looks on the M15. The M15, this is what we have. The first thing you would notice on the M15 is this ultimate low right here. And from that ultimate low, we have this. This actually is a triple bottom here. You can see what price is doing here. We have a triple bottom right there. So if price gives us a good entry anywhere around that low, anywhere around here, around this box, is a very good place to pick an entry. However, you are good to go at the current price, right? You are good to go at the current price. So the most important thing is to apply good lot sizes and stop loss, and you are good to go. So depends on your account size, you need to apply a good lot size, because this stop loss here could run about 50 pips, right? Looking at the current price. So if you have a good stop loss, you are good to go at the current price. So for as long as that low, this low here does not break, we have a very good entry level for some longs, with our first TP right here. This is our TP right there. So from this low here all the way to this high, we have about 100 pips all the way up here. It runs into 120 plus. So that is GU. There's some good possibility on GU. Let's keep eyes on that. Let's keep eyes on that. Looking at this bullish trend on the H1, we have some possibility for as long as that level does not break. And do not forget, I told you from the daily time frame, we have something like this, which signifies some possible downside in the long run, right? In the long run, some possible downside. However, it does not take away the fact that on the H1, you may get some quick long, some quick short-term long. So this short-term long remains a very good possibility, and we are going to keep eyes on that to begin the week as well. So GU, very good one to begin the week. Let's keep eyes on that short-term long. So that is what I have on GU. Let's add it up. So let's see if we can have one more. If we can get one more for the moves we are looking at to begin the week. EA was one of the markets we did from last week, and we had some good pips on that. But with this one, I believe we need to be a little patient. We need to wait a little more for this. I would love to see what price is going to do from this very level. I would love to see this come a little more bullish. I have highs at that very high. So we need to be a little more patient with Euro AUD. Let's look at the H4. So H4 also is looking nice. It's looking nice. We have some good levels right here. This is a very good level here. This level here. So like I said, let's see how price goes. If price retest that very level or this ultimate high here, we have very good place to have a trade. So right now we just need to wait. We need to be a little patient and see what happens from that, because this has been a bearish trend. We have a bearish trend, and these are the key levels on this bearish trend. So looking at these key levels, we need to be patient for price to retest any of these two places for us to have a trade. So here requires some patience, and definitely I'm going to have it on the wait list, right? Let's call this wait list. So the same has EU, EA, and EU. we have them on the wait list. So I believe by the time this lines up, EU also would have lined up. So let's keep it at that to begin the week. If you have any question or any question on any or anything else, you may let me know. I believe I've covered about 3 markets to begin the week. That is more than enough. The most important thing is having good trades and then taking them the right way, and that is the most important thing, right? So it is not about having a lot of trades just one particular time, but having the best ones you can possibly find and taking advantage of them. So AU is that move, NZD USD, GU. These three have some good potentials, and regardless, you need to apply risk management, money management, proper lot sizing, and you should be good on these ones. So keep eyes on these levels marked out with these markets. Right after this recording will be uploaded on the Telegram group, so you can watch as many times as you need to. Mark out the same levels and marked out on these pairs, and then keep eyes on those levels. If there are any confirmation at any time, you can always update on the group. Likewise, if I find any of these entry confirmations at those places I talked about, I would update in the group as well. So if you also find any one of these confirmations at those places, you may update in the group as well. This should be a teamwork, not just one person going over all this, right? Try to get involved, try to engage yourself with all these things we've just talked about, and let's see how it plays out for the week. So here you, NU, GU, very good moves to begin the week. Let's keep it short and simple. Little is always more. So if there's any question, 1 or 2 questions, or we are good, so we can go on to enjoy the rest of our weekend. Any questions? So I can take that before we wrap up. Are we good?
I'm good.
Okay, so we are all good. So that's nice. So let's keep eye on these moves when the markets open, and then let's look forward to having a very good week as well. That'll be all for now. See you again some other time.